I don't know, like I didn't hear your voice. Yeah. So coming to my roles and responsibilities, I was actually working as like a AWS DevOps engineer in my current project, like working with like various kinds of like a DevOps services and the cloud technologies. So I was working with like the Amazon Secret Manager with like various kind of secrets management, which is done inside it. Like I was also working with the DevOps orchestration in the CI/CD uh, and also I've been working on the secret managers and is also responsible for handling the end-to-end the secrets and trying to update the secrets and refresh them. And also I got like good experience in Amazon secret management, like where the like a VPS database which is recommended to create the secret manager endpoints for the VPC, and so that the request for the Lambda rotation it would be and also I've been working with the backend deployment side, like where I was actually releasing the Lambda rotation functions for that, and I'm also working on the Amazon network, and also working on like Amazon role-based access control, getting the approvals and to endpoint data, and working with the release management. Like with the Lambda or orchestration function, and also got some experience with the like service endpoints in the automation.
Okay, that's it. So in AWS, what are the services you majorly work on?
Uh, so basically, worked on Elastic Complete Cloud, as well as like a Visual Private Cloud, and I also deployed the various application across the multiple endpoints, and also with the role-based access control and the getting the approvals, and I was also using the IAM roles and responsibilities, and also worked in the release management and working with the runtime environments. And I also have the good experience in the creation of a load balancer, as well as like a auto scaling group, and I also be creating various like IAM roles and run out of the applications and management of the application run levels and deployments. And I also got some experience with the how application can be promoted like all the way to the production system with the deployment server with like without any problems or issues. So these are the things that I've been working continuously,
Okay.
and also I have good experience on like VPS and the route S3 for the DNS, I have the experience on emailing service, like working with the validating environments. So these are the things.
Okay. So what do you know about S3 data storage?
Um, so S3 data storage is something like which is used for like storing the object files in the case. So this is going to be like used for the cost-effective solution inside the application which is triggered. So we can use the selected data storage is to like validate them on the S3 environment, like with high scalability and also the content availability, uh, uh, like and performance as well. Like so, but with the cost effective inside there, like I also got some experience with the release for the environment, and also got the approvals from the SEC to build and deploy the data deployment data, like which is promoted on the highly scalable environment. So I will also be using for the infrequent access, which is used in the standard infrequent access in the backend side. So basically, with the effective environment, like we also have some of the custom releases on the automation side, like which is promoted that will be worked on the automation and uh, deployment sites. So this will be really like useful for us. Like we also able to promote the code and run some of the applications and the websites inside that, and which like scalable and deployable. Um, and also, I run some of the JavaScript applications and like websites inside the S3 bucket, and also use some standard infrequent access for the scalable and deployable environments, which is like like which are promoted. They did not say they are handling the entire end-to-end JavaScript like automation API, which is related on the websites.
Okay. So, what do you know about serverless computing?
Serverless computing is basically is a Lambda function which is given by the which is given by the Amazon. It's actually create some functions which can be used on the application side. So this is like running like some functions on the release management side. So on the Amazon Lambda functions, we have got like various kinds of Lambda APIs which actually deploy on the functions and also have the which we created like so we actually manage the underlying compute resources and so Amazon lets you build the application without provisioning managing servers and also like before without like provisioning the managed environments and also like functional capacity. You can also define the timeout for the application and define it on the like a real time.
Okay. So, what do you know about EC2 services?
Um, so basically, EC2 is like a elastic compute cloud services. Like we actually run the compute environments on the in the on the application. Like that includes to using the computer environment so that we can run the virtual machines and deploy our own applications. Uh, Deploy our own applications, and on top of that, I would say like uh, we can also run the deployment containers which are promoted on the automation side and deploy them with the containers the integration integration services. So integration services like which should be used on the application like with the containers and the management of the application side data like which is really useful and you also be able to work with the like the code containerization as well as automation.
Okay. So,
And
in
then
your services, how do you integrate a secret manager?
secret manager in my current project, I'm like we would actually integrate that by using the Amazon API. So like basically in the secret manager we have got like AWS API, so which is available from the cloud. So uh, like actually we have like API keys and the auth token. So we will integrate like whatever the application, so that you don't have to worry about the application being having a creation of a secret not possible and say like this is like if I'm gonna like the application being have a creation of like secret like not possible. So this is really done like in a way like that we have like various kinds of service integrations on the premise on the on-premise environments and pulled out the integrated deployment. So we also able to approve them on the applications and work on the structure for the systematic correction of action parameters and also like adding the XML document in the audit organization like the API reference which can be worked on the security credentials. So and, and also we are going to signature the version like which allows us to have the security credentials like and then like which are like created the command line interface. So I would like to say like as a part of the data like which is created on the application environment.
Okay. So, uh, when you are using any key, if I enable rotation for it, how your service will get the updated rotated key?
Um, so basically, the in the AWS Secret Manager, I would like to say that key rotation is a part of the update. The app can be done by the notify request, right? So we can have an automatic key rotation, and then we have a notify request. So the application will be notified through the API call in the Lambda function. So we can create an automatic rotate function template, like which allows, especially like some expressions. Like once the deal is done with the rate of the expression, so like we can have the like complete expression like which can allow us like interval of hours. So these actually are having like a specific time on the Lambda environment, like which is updated on like application as a part of the data. So then we can create a secret using the secret create a secret function, and then we can specify and notify the rotate secret activity to the rotate functionality called like we can create a activity to the rotate functionality.
Okay. So, if my application want to integrate with Secret Manager, what are the things my application should have? From application side, what are the configurations we need to maintain?
Yeah, so should have a like secret key and the secret access key, and also for the IAM permissions, like we are gonna have like a permission policy which is identify based permission policy which is like validate inside there. So we should also have like excellent resource defined inside the policy with the like a policy parameter which is added. Like we should also have like a create VPC service which allows us to have uh, you know like uh, uh, VPC server which which allows us to have the identity and template attached to it, and also multiple user roles you updated on the identify based policies and say like data secret and validate them on the secret environment on the application connected data.
Okay. So, what do you know about tuple data structure in Python?
Um, so I can say like can you repeat the question again?
What do you know about tuple data structure?
What is that?
Tuples.
So
Tuples.
yeah, okay, got it. It's actually a data structure like which is used to store the collection of data which is actually created by placing the items inside the parameters and separating the separating comments inside that. So basically, what will happen is that like it is used for the selling and the application and also continuous and also the containers inside to it and create the immutable sequences of values and like which are like added inside that. So these values can be validated on top validated on top of that. So we don't have any sequence issues and and work on the dependencies for creating the immutable values like. So it this is like primarily data structure which has a sequence of values which are pulled out.
Okay. What do you know about CI/CD pipelines and why do we need it?
So CI/CD pipelines help us to deploy the code and check out the code automatically inside the application. That is one thing. Apart of from that, uh, uh, you can also work on like various kinds of checkouts. So the automated code deployments as well, as a validation, as a validation endpoints. Apart from that, also helps you to make sure that how the checkout the code and static analysis and the automatic checkout and the unit testing as well, and also the source code automation and also orchestration inside that really well on the validating the endpoints and the deployment and so it's really works like CSD is more helpful us and I think we can also deploy in a like a blue green environment and also work on the code integration and work with the application. So this is really useful, um, and we can also and we can also deploy deployment data and promote it on that. So it yeah we can use we can. Um, I can say like main thing is and we can also use like a rollback code if that is required in the deployment services and data points inside them. So this really works well as the promote the code and to the deployment and the static code analysis and the code integration testing. So Gotcha.
Okay. So in Python, what do you know about serialization?
Uh, the Python. Like I actually worked on I also worked on Python serialization of the data points. Like I would like to see this on like one thing. Like I would like to like serialization really helps us to serialize a bit stream of characters in the case like when the Python got the serialization, which helps us to get the data stream from the input. So it results the process of the converting a data object in the Python so into the format that allows us to store and transmit the data, and then we can create the object, and we are using it on like a reverse. Uh, so this is called like a serialization.